lives. Mr. Nasser Al Khelaifi, PSG president, alongside His Excellency Turki Al Sheikh, who is the chairman of the General Authority of Entertainment in Saudi Arabia. And there is Cristiano Ronaldo, ready to lead his teammates for what should be an entertaining night in Saudi Arabia. That's Al Khelaifi, the Qatari, of course, who's run PSG for more than a decade. He was in his own country yesterday. Cristiano Ronaldo, at 37 years old, new chapter in his career. Pre-match formalities. As Al Khelaifi will know these players very well indeed, no need for introductions. وكذلك ايضا سيرخيو راموس نافاس ماركينوس ضد نجوم النصر والهلال في ليلة الحلم على كأس موسم الرياض، ليلة للتاريخ يشهدها ملعب تاريخي أمام جماهير تحضر بكثافة، لا مكان لموطئ قدم هنا في استاد الملك فهد الدولي، وبطبيعة الحال أجواء كبيرة للغاية تسبق انطلاقة هذه المباراة. قائد نجوم النصر والهلال اليوم كريستيانو رونالدو، الحارس المتألق في المونديال محمد العويس، سعود عبد الحميد، سلطان الغنام، موسى ماريغا، جانج يونسو، لويس جوستافو، مارتين سبيتي، عبد الله الخيبري، سالم الدوسري، وعلي البيهي، قائمة نجوم النصر والهلال في هذه المباراة. محظوظ بصراحة من جاء إلى ملعب الملك فهد الدولي اليوم ليشاهد هذه الليلة الكبيرة للغاية، وهذا الحدث العالمي البارز الذي ينقل في العديد من الأماكن. Well, whatever the language, the players are recognisable, and it's fantastic to hear the MC introduce those players, and a great reception for all of the 22 starters, and I think we'll have lots of substitutes as well, so we will see the full array of PSG players and those who represent the Riyadh team as well. مرة أخرى سيداتي وسادتي، تحية كل من يتابعنا في الوطن العربي الكبير عبر كل القنوات التي تشاركنا. Well, the party is starting in Riyadh. Nasser Al Khelaifi, a familiar figure, of course, to all PSG fans, has met the home team, the Riyadh team, and his PSG team as well, as we get ready to start this match. Exhibition game. It's a game that should have been played a year ago, and we're ready to go now. Sergio Ramos and Cristiano Ronaldo still on very good terms, as are all of the team. I think this match will be played in a really good spirit. Looking forward to that, as PSG team here getting some warmer weather. It's not that warm here, actually. It's 12 degrees, but it's much warmer than back home before they fly back to Paris after this match. The match going to be played in front of pretty much a full house, as you can see. It's about 66,000 fans at the King Al Fahd Stadium. Wonderful arena. Let's look at the teams then, starting with PSG. It's pretty much the first choice team. Keylor Navas hasn't seen too much action today, but he will start between the sticks. And up front is the magic three of Mbappe, Neymar and Messi. That's how PSG line up today. Our referee is from Qatar, Abdul Rahman Al Jassim. He's 35 years old, World Cup referee. He actually ref 2 games in Qatar, USA against Wales and Croatia against Morocco. And what about the home team, the Riyadh team, led of course by Cristiano Ronaldo, the number 7. It's made up of players from both teams, Al Hilal, Al Nassr. Look out for Anderson Talisca, Brazilian star, who'll be hoping to link up with Ronaldo and score a goal or 2 tonight. Ronaldo against Messi for the first time since December 2020 when they faced each other at the Nou Camp in Barcelona. The stage is different, but 2 great players, and there's plenty of others, including this man Neymar. Mbappe on the pitch as well, as PSG bring their stars to Riyadh. It's the Riyadh season team against Paris Saint-Germain. We are underway. PSG kicking from left to right in the dark strip. 1,397 club goals, 216 international goals, 12 Ballon d'Ors. That's the combined record of Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo as they face off today at King Fahd Stadium, with the PSG kicking from left to right with pretty much a first choice team of those available, not injured. So it'll be fascinating to see how they get on up against the combined team of Al Hilal, Al Nassr. It's the first touch for Juan Bernat to his Spanish countryman Ramos, and looks like the Riyadh team will be trying to win the ball high up the pitch. Messi, first touch for the Argentine World Cup winner. Plenty of fans he has in this part of the world as well. Kylian Mbappe, first touch for the Frenchman. Looks like he'll be playing on the left with Neymar a little bit more central. 4-3-3. PSG have lined up with 3 at the back quite often of late, with Danilo as the third centre-back, but Danilo's on the bench, so it looks like we'll have a more orthodox 4-3-3 with Sanchez, Ruiz and Soler in the middle of the park. First attacking intent then for Neymar. Messi, a couple of players around him, including Gustavo, very familiar player, vastly experienced player, played against PSG while at Marseille, played at Hoffenheim and Bayern Munich. It's one of the big names in this Riyadh side. First touch there from Messi, and Ramos putting out the fire early on. Just minutes to play, plenty of attacking intent.
Just a couple of players really who played for Saudi Arabia in the World Cup. You've got Sultan Al Ghanam, the right back, who's playing. Ali Al Balahi as well. He's playing as well at centre of defence. And no Salam Al Dasari, the man who scored the winner against Argentina in that game. He's on the bench, it seems, at the moment to start with.
First chance to be created for Riyadh. Cut out by Renato Sanchez. His job. Neymar. Little run from Lionel Messi. This is going to be the first chance, and it's going to be the first goal within 3 minutes. The 2 stars linking up as they have over the years. It was a clever through ball from Neymar, and Lionel Messi did the rest. The celebrations start early, especially for those supporting PSG. Disappointment for Ronaldo and Riyadh. Alois was beaten, and well, a typical link-up between those 2 stars. It is 1-0.
Well, we can expect a few goals coming up today, and Well, you can see one of the reasons why Neymar, Mbappe and Messi have been so devastating in Liga and the Champions League this season. That's a classic ball. You can see Neymar's been doing that all through the season so far. And Lionel Messi, who struggled for goals last season, has been catching up this time around. He's capped on his creative elements as well, and that's a great finish. And he beats again the player he beat with a penalty against Saudi Arabia in their opening game of the World Cup.
8 goals in the league already. There's another one in this high-profile exhibition game. It hasn't taken them long. And Riyadh are warned. I think PSG are here to really put on a show and score a few goals. It's going to be tough for Riyadh because these are players from 2 different sides, of course. So that's a link up between the players and just the knowledge about strengths and weaknesses will be there. But they've never really played together. So it's going to be tough for the Riyadh season team. So Malaika, powerful Mali player, to open things up for Martinez. Cut out. Hakimi, Messi suddenly popping up on this side, getting plenty of cheers. Those brilliant finishes, just seems to know where the goal and the keeper are instinctively. Soler, good period this for PSG. Yeah, just hanging on, they don't want to concede another goal here. Messi couldn't quite get to that pass from Neymar. Riyad Angus holding on a bit here.
Yeah, that was a bit of a collector's item there with Neymar and Lionel Messi not on the same wavelength for once.
Here is Neymar. Martinez, the Argentine, playing under Gallardo today. Marcelo Gallardo, who had 1 year at PSG. PSG finished 16th that season. That was a long time ago. Rather more successful spells at Monaco and River Plate. Ronaldo, his first touch for his new club. The crossing, just about. Al-Dawsari, the player we were talking about. That historic goal. That was Ronaldo with his first chance is held by Navas. Well, not wasting any time there. Head down. 2-footed player, very much Ronaldo, and not far there.
Well, he had plenty of speed to burn there. One of the criticisms of Ronaldo in recent years is he's not quite as quickly off a standing start as he used to, but that was a big gaping hole for him to run into.
Riyad come again, Gustavo. Shot from distance. Doesn't know how to shoot from distance, the Brazilian. That was high and wide.
One of the few players on the pitch today who's very, very aware and familiar with playing against Paris Saint-Germain in his days with Olympique de Marseille.
Yeah, a very top-level player, wasn't he? He played at Bayern Munich, champion there of Germany, and Hoffenheim. It's going to be perhaps a player that Ronaldo can lean on, get some information about the Saudi League. Obviously, no language problems between those two, Brazilian and Portuguese. Good start, Angus, to this match.
Yeah, it's entertaining and has an exhibition game. There is a trophy to be won at the end of this, so there is something to play for. It's not just a friendly.
7 minutes play. Lionel Messi, the difference so far with a classic goal, just guiding it past the keeper, making it look easy. It wasn't. Always goes long. Towering header from Marquinhos. Ruiz, Soler linking up, and Mbappe. Nice pitch for all at Riyadh. No problems there. Soler, Mbappe onside. Riyadh just about clear their lines through Abdullah Al-Kabari.
Well, you can see that this is the freedom that the 3 up front have. They interchange. Mbappe this time coming down the right-hand side, trying to get that ball into the middle where Lionel Messi and Neymar were arriving.
Take the corner quickly. Off the defeat against Rennes in Liga. Heading back to France to play a cup match on Monday against the Minnows in Cassel, the 6th division of football amateur leagues. For the moment, the match in Saudi Arabia. Mbappe, Messi, the moment. Some of those Riyadh players chasing shadows. Mbappe, Neymar, little triangles. Messi again. Neymar, Hakimi. Neymar gets it back. Where did Neymar come from? He seems to make 10 metres in no time at all. Ramos, it's good stuff from Paris Saint-Germain.
It was nice play from Soler as well. He saw the arrival of Neymar and decided to play the dummy instead of taking the ball on himself. Only played once in the World Cup, did Soler. He was a little bit unlucky. He's particularly as Luis Enrique is actually a really big fan of his as well, the national coach of Spain.
Riyadh playing with the Marega and Ronaldo up front, and Ramos just getting ahead there.
Yeah, Ramos is no longer undefeated in a Paris Saint-Germain shirt. He went so long without losing, created a record for Paris Saint-Germain for a start without losing a single game. Having a great season.
Mbappe coming a bit more central, just crowded out that time. Abdullah Al-Kabari again. Riyadh looking to play their football as well. Salma Al-Dassari. Miscommunication there with Ronaldo, which we can forgive them for that. Really played together, so it's going to be tricky for this Riyadh season team.
Yeah, not only is it the first time, though it's the only time he'll be playing with him because he plays for Al Hilal, but you're coming up against a side that are so used to playing with each other, and players here who are more used to playing against each other with regards to the Riyadh selection team. So this is not easy for the Saudi Arabian hosts.
Messi inside of the boots. Now comes Al-Awais. Messi kills the ball in an instant.
Yeah, Mohamed Al-Awais was goalkeeper. He's not number one at Al Hilal, even though he is the number one at the Saudi Arabian national level, and he was needed to be in good form as well. Unfortunately, his heroics against Poland and Mexico couldn't ultimately see them through to the last 16 in what was a fantastic end to that group, where any permutation was on the cards.
Brilliant trickery here from Cristiano Ronaldo.
He got the free kick as well.
It is the first interestingly placed free kick for Riyadh. We're playing with Ronaldo and Moussa Malega up front, who's actually born in Paris. French player, who's also a Malian international. Gustavo and Messi. Young, the Korean. Good work from Sergio Ramos. Take something to get it off him, and the Korean did exactly that. Su Yang. Martinez. Gustavo. Ronaldo. Gustavo! Good stop from Navas. And PSG had to deal with a decent effort there. The first shot from Gustavo on target. He can hit a ball, can't he, Angus?
He certainly can, and Navas has only played once in all competitions this season, so unlike a lot of the other players, he actually hasn't seen an awful lot of action in this campaign, and so this game actually is quite useful for him as well. Last season he played just as many games as Donnarumma, but Donnarumma has been made the number one for the current campaign. Navas, though, with Costa Rica in the World Cup, and well, he's still got it, and Paris Saint-Germain really blessed with two world-class keepers.
Certainly are. The decision made that Donnarumma will play Champions League and all the league games so far, but what a backup to have. Gustavo. Ronaldo driving through centrally, getting a tackle from his old pal Ramos, and it was a legal one.
Yes, with whom they won so many Champions Leagues together and Liga titles.
Yeah.
In another life.
Mbappe's through. Al-Awais will have to be very aware, because probably no one quicker in world football at that level than Kylian Mbappe. So our referee today, Abdul Rahman Al-Jassim.
Well, it just shows you he's just a quality defender, isn't he? And that's a wonderful shot set up by Ronaldo.
Dealt with by Korean Juve. Really open start to this match. It's really looks like the players want to put on a good exhibition. They're doing exactly that. Martinez going to the turf, the Argentine.
Yeah, ex-Argentine international. The last of his 4 appearances were against Venezuela back in 2019 when Messi was on the pitch, and was Leandro Paredes as well, who is no longer at Paris Saint-Germain at the moment. Another Argentine ex-Paris Saint-Germain player, Icardi, actually was in his debut in international football.
Plenty of South American links running through both of these two teams, of course. There's a big Brazilian and Argentine presence in the Saudi League, which has started. It's about halfway through. We'll talk about that, but it's been an all-action start. We haven't been able to take our eyes off this match, and that's what we want. As Abdelhamid looks to launch another attack, does exactly that. Was he pulled back by Sanchez?
Well, that was very nice from the Saudi Arabian host, and Renato Sanchez realised he was going to get skinned and just stretched out an arm there on Moussa Marega, the former Porto man, Mali international.
Abdelhamid actually with that last touch, and it's going to be a free kick, nicely placed as well. It's going to be interesting to see Ronaldo's positioning. Free kicks, he's a super header of ball, of course. It's Gonzalo Martinez. He's the one who'll be taking it.
Likes to take the odd free kick as well, doesn't he, when it's direct?
Language problem there, speaks perfect Spanish as Ronaldo. The language of football, but that's going to drift behind. So what a first 15 minutes we've had, Angus.
Yeah, it's, well, most of the quality so far has come from Paris Saint-Germain, as you would expect. I mean, this is a side that regularly makes it through to the latter stages of the Champions League. They've reached the final and the semi-finals in 2 of the last 3 years as well. And but they don't look completely overawed. I mean, they must feel a little bit the same against Paris Saint-Germain as Saudi Arabia themselves felt against Argentina at the World Cup.
Comes Hakimi again. First time across, nicely done. Neymar, still Neymar, great save from Al-Oais.
Não vou não. Vou não. Vou nada.
Ball by Hakimi, and Neymar, I think, will be a little upset he didn't do more.
Danger not over for Riyad. Comes back to Neymar.
Tô assistindo aqui o jogo.
Oh, he was just dribbling through 2 or 3 of
Vou
them.
não.
Maybe tried to do a little bit too much, but really good
Não
work
vou
from
não.
Al-Oais in that home goal.
Eu não vou não.
Well, Cristiano Ronaldo certainly looks
Meu
up
pai
for
não
it
deixa
tonight,
não.
doesn't he?
Meu pai.
New start for him. 37 years old now. We shouldn't forget that. I mean, not many outfield players are still going at
Amanhã
this
nós
level
brinca.
at 37.
Amanhã nós brinca.
Famously looks after his body.
Hoje eu vou ter que treinar, não vou não.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Joga a bola.
Ramos. Marquinhos. Well, not bad athletes either, are they? When Bernat.
Não vou não, pô.
Martinez.
Interesting that Paris Saint-Germain only playing with 2 at the back tonight. They got used to playing with 3 at the back, but Christophe Galtier has been very much trying to bring in a new system. They've already got 2. He wants a 3rd one as well, so that on the likes of nights against Bayern Munich and other teams, he can adapt the tactics.
Yeah, it's 4 at the back, but as you're saying, the fullbacks are pushing right forward, so often it's just Ramos and Marquinhos holding fort at the back.
That's why it's also so important that the midfielders as well help out in that way. Everything, of course, built around the fact that you want to have Neymar, Messi and Mbappe on the pitch together up front.
Yep. Strike force, strikes fear to any defence in the world. 18 minutes in, Juan Bernat looking for a second, but Martinez does well, the Argentine, and the back flick. Well, the host putting on a show as well, but it falls to Neymar. Ruiz, Neymar. Soler with a diagonal run, but it comes to Mbappe. With a give and go, Kylian Mbappe in with a chance all the way across. Neymar couldn't quite get a toe to it.
Well, another chance for Neymar that just gets slightly beyond him. Mbappe back on the left-hand side to here, and a lovely ball through to him by Ruiz, I think it was. Classic play from the midfielder, doing the sort of thing that they brought him in for to do. Bernat had the ball as to miss. I don't think I can remember that this long a time where Juan Bernat has not been injured. It's fantastic to see him so fit and for so long at the moment.
Yeah, he's had some terrible injury luck over the years, but getting back to his best. Of course, there's no Nuno Mendes at left back. He picked up an injury in that World Cup. We wish him a speedy recovery. Kimpembe also injured just before the World Cup. Really unfortunate for him.
They haven't had too much luck with centre-backs. This has happened to them a few times over the last couple of seasons. That's why he had Danilo dropping back into a defensive position.
It's Al-Dossari. Riyadh team looking to play a bit of keep ball, and they're doing that well. Quality on the pitch for them as well. Ronaldo just came off his shin.
And he appreciates little applause there for that little interchange. And you can see some of the short passing in triangles from the Saudi Arabian hosts is very much mirroring what the Paris Saint-Germain players are putting together as well. No surprise to see that more and more with Messi. His history at Barcelona was all built on those short triangles of passes, and he's very much at his best when he's got players on him and he can just run through them and pass them.
Oh, Ronaldo with the blind pass. It was Gustavo again. Riyadh playing some good stuff as well. It's Abdul Hamid. Al-Dossari. Abdul Hamid again, one of the Al Hilal players, is the big Paris-born striker. Marega. It's back to Marega. Throws himself at the ball, brave stuff. But there's a foul in there somewhere.
It's an offside. Unfortunately, two of the players were virtually on the byline, so when they passed to each other, inevitably one of them was offside. That's Al Khalifi there, looking quite nervous, actually. It's a game that means something to them. Qatar against Saudi Arabia. Nice little local derby in terms of the management of these two great sides. Even though there's three great sides, you could argue.
Kylian Mbappe to stretch his legs, cuts inside. Neymar, defensive header again. Abdul Hamid. PSG coming again. Messi. Oh, that flick over. Nearly got to Mbappe. One of those little flicks that he's just mastered. Yeah. This time, slightly miscued.
Yeah, they have been linking up, though, so much better this season. One of the great things about Messi's first campaign at Paris Saint-Germain was he got a lot of criticism because he wasn't scoring goals, but he was setting up so many chances. And one of the reasons why Kylian Mbappe was top scorer last season, and indeed again at the moment for this season, is how many chances are being set up for him by the Argentine. Argentine is not quite as quick as he used to be and has taken up a slightly different role. Setting up chances for the likes of Neymar and for especially for Mbappe. Neymar has also been setting up chances for Mbappe as well. And of course, Neymar started off by scoring 7 goals in his first 5 Ligue 1 games and set up 6. It was an amazing start to the campaign by both Mbappe and by Neymar.
Yeah, Neymar has 11 Ligue 1 goals, Mbappe 13. Here maybe for Ronaldo. Well, ever competitive, Cristiano Ronaldo. Thought there was a foul in there.
And Al-Dossari, who set that ball on a plate for him, at least he thought he had, head in hand after the Portuguese were unable to get onto it.
It was Gustavo. Anyone who thought Abdul Rahman Al-Jassim would have an easy game as a referee? Think again. Had some decisions to make in the first half. The first half, Neymar.
He's also had to keep up the play as well.
He's only 35, so he's one of the younger referees out there. Mbappe. A bit of time off after World Cup. Play a couple of games and then take a break. Turned up for training on the Wednesday after the World Cup final, which takes some doing. Some of the PSG staff was expecting to turn up, but ultimate professional. Bernat. Mbappe. Oh, lovely back flick. One Bernat. Will this be two? No. Sanchez. Hakimi gets it back from Messi. They're just lining up, prepared to throw men forward.
Well, there was a little tap there through by the referee that really perhaps set up that ball. You think it should have really been blown back for a drop ball, but it allowed this chance to be set up. Bernat again is getting quite a lot of joy down that left side. Really good defensive interception. Saw it bypass 3 Paris Saint-Germain players coming into the box, looking to get onto it.
24 minutes gone. It's 1-0 to PSG. Lionel Messi, a delicate but very clever goal early on, 3rd minute. The difference so far, but the brave to bet against any more goals here. Two teams really going for it. It's Abdul Hamid, who's been busy down this left-hand side. Al Halal left back.
Yeah, there's no reverse gear on him. He really does like to get forward. He was the man, though, that pulled down Paredes for the penalty that saw Lionel Messi give Argentina the lead.
Well, Mbappe's through. Is there an offside? It doesn't look like it. Kylian Mbappe for 2. The lead is doubled. Let's see if the flag goes up, and it does. There is a VAR in attendance today. Let's have a look at that one. This is not quite the angle to have a look at it. It's a lovely piece of work from Messi.
Well, it was the fullback came forward and sold himself short, but Messi couldn't get the ball away before Mbappe had started off. And, of course, he's got such lightning speed that unless you get the pass absolutely on the money, he's going to be past the defender before you know it. And unfortunately, that was the case there for him.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Side with Al Nassr.
Might have gone to Al Hilal, but they have a transfer ban at the moment.
Yep.
So Al Nassr swept in and took the glory.
Abdul Hamid wants it back, gets it back. Al-Kabari. Al-Bulai. It was Gustavo with the long ball to Ronaldo. I think we're seeing a lot of that in the Saudi League. But the next few months are brilliant. Flick back from Ronaldo. Hakimi. Clears up. That was a brilliant vision from Ronaldo. That's the kind of stuff that you can still see from him. Lost a little bit of pace, but still that vision and wonderful touch. Neymar at the other end. A nice open match, this one. Neymar. Mbappe. Neymar's come close a couple of times. It's opening 26 minutes. Ruiz. Messi. He go for the shot. Messi tries his luck. Just over.
Well, I'm not quite sure what Luis Gustavo was thinking there, allowing Messi to come back onto his left foot and shoot unopposed. But that all started off from a really nice piece of anticipation. We were talking about Ronaldo's back heel, but it was the anticipation by Hakimi that stopped it getting through to Al-Dasawi that set up that attack.
Well, must have been a touch there. It's a corner. Punched out by Al-Owais. Messi back to Hakimi. Messi again. Marega scampering after that. He's an all-action centre forward. Is Marega, or just outside of Paris. The international. Back to Navas in goal. Quite a few familiar names playing in Riyadh. Alvaro Gonzalez, the former Marseille man, not playing here, nor is David Ospina, former Nice and Arsenal goalkeeper. Unfortunately, he's injured. Gilles Conan, the Ivory Coast international. So it's a pretty metropolitan league these days, you know, the Saudi league.
Yeah, Odion Ighalo is also injured as well. He's one of the top scorers in the Saudi Arabian professional league.
Al Nassr do currently lead the league. They're 30 points from 13 games. Al Halal, who have 29 points. Gustavo clears up. Just a 1 point gap. And Al Ittihad, another giant of Saudi Arabian football, on 28 points as ends fouled.
Yeah, they were in action earlier today, actually. There were a couple of Saudi Arabian professional league games played before the kick-off of this exhibition game, this gala.
performance. 46th year of the league, 12 clubs, increased to 18 coaches, interestingly, from 12 different nations. So it's a very international league, certainly when it comes to coaching players as well. There is a limit now of 8 foreigners from 7. There's one. Marega. Well to turn and beat Ramos. That was just half the job. Messi the difference so far. Neymar just skips past his man. Gets past Gustavo, his countryman. Can't get past Al-Bulayi. Man mountain of a defender. Al-Hilal are the defending champions of the Saudi League. Al-Nassr to their 10th title. Al-Hilal has dominated the last few years. Actually, the 3-time defending champions are Al-Hilal.
Went to the Club World Cup, which is just about to start again in 2019, and unfortunately Al-Bala'i scored an own goal in the semi-final against Flamenco. Yeah, that was won by Liverpool, actually, against the South Americans in the final.
Yeah, Club World Cup will start in a couple of weeks with Al-Hilal there. Take place in Morocco. Ramos to Bernat for PSG. Scored early on, nearly scored a second or third so far. The Riyadh season team just about holding them out. Messi, Neymar, brilliant footwork. Bernat, Mbappe. Korean defender just ushering the ball out.
Yeah, good work by Kang Hung-soo, 31-year-old centre-back who can obviously play out on the wide of the defence and also in defensive midfield, the former FC Tokyo man.
Shows how international players here, a lot of South Americans. And Africans, Marega one of them, just tries to keep on his feet. Paris-born Mali international.
Sergio Ramos just biting his ankles as he went past.
Yeah, that's a real clash though, isn't it? Two strong guys, centre forward and centre back. Played in a good spirit, but certainly very, very competitive. And Riyadh.
Yeah, it's a nice surprise, isn't it?
Yeah, Martinez will take this one. Gonzalo Kitty Martinez, 2-time Copa Libertadores winners. Ronaldo looking for the header, gets close to it, gets a clattering from Navas. Well, Navas
Maybe
and Ronaldo.
Yeah, I think Navas is going to be fine.
Navas will be okay, but I think the fans wondering, what is that? For a second, I was wondering if Mr. Al-Jassim was pointing to the penalty spot. We have seen that a couple of times, and judging by the body language of some of the PSG players,
well, he threw himself in.
Has given a pen.
It's definitely on the side, and well, not quite sure how I can see this as a penalty, to be quite honest with you. Ronaldo throws himself at it, and they just hit each other. I'm not sure how that's a foul one way or the other.
Two players with their eyes very much on the ball. I agree with you there. Anyone who thought this would just be a friendly kickabout, think again. PSG not happy. There's a suggestion of a penalty. This is a good look at it. Ronaldo definitely looking at the ball, and I think Navas did too much wrong there. Did he, Angus?
Well, the thing is, they both missed the ball. So if Ronaldo had got something on the header, then I would see the point. But you could argue, I mean, it's actually, in some sense, it's quite refreshing that the decision has gone the way of the outfield player. Those sorts of decisions usually go the way of the goalkeeper.
Yeah, some say keepers overprotected in the modern age. There's no doubt if it's a foul, it's a penalty. They're the rules of football. The question is it a foul?
And all those matches for Real Madrid have been forgotten between each other. Those Champions League wins, Liga titles. And in the end, I think maybe the respect between the two players, they came through in the end, because clearly Navas does not think that was a penalty.
Well, he's got a yellow card into the bargain. Poor old David Navas doesn't play too much football. Maybe that's another element as well, in as much as he hasn't had too much goalkeeping practice of late. The result is a penalty. Cristiano Ronaldo. Still, he's got a huge bruise appearing underneath his left eye by the looks of it. Yeah, you can see that there.
Yeah, sort of boxer's wound. Well, there's no doubt he didn't put it on. I mean, that was not a dive or anything like that. They definitely hit each other, but that's the point.
Well, Cristiano Ronaldo clearly in a bit of pain, but he's a determined player and he wants to score his first goal in Saudi Arabia. It's Ronaldo against Navas. Navas got a touch, but Ronaldo scores the goal. Just got a big whack under the eye. You can see what it means to the local fans and dignitaries as well. It's Riyadh 1, PSG 1.
Well, he'd only scored one goal for Manchester United this season in the Premier League at Goodison Park back in October.
It was a decent effort from Navas, just hit with too much power, I guess.
Well, it's a classic penalty. He and Messi both very confident from spot kicks. Even if Navas has got a better dive, too high for him.
First Ronaldo celebration in Saudi Arabia for the Riyadh season team. So we have a match on our hands. It's one apiece. PSG were not happy with that award being given. That shows this is a competitive fixture. Look forward to the next hour of this match. There will be a penalty shootout if it stays like this, and a trophy to be awarded, the Riyadh season trophy, as the crowd are on their feet screaming Ronaldo, screaming PSG as well. Good match on our hands here. One apiece at the King Fahd Stadium. We haven't seen too much of the coaches so far. Marcelo Gallardo is coaching this home team, the Riyadh team, up against Christophe Galtier, of course.
48 goals he scored in his best ever league season for Real Madrid back in the 2014-15 season. Messi, though, a couple of years before that, reached 50 goals in the Liga when both of them were at the height of their powers.
701 club goals before today as Neymar whacked to the turf by Ronaldo. What was it, Gustavo? I think they both went for him there, both making sure Neymar wasn't going to make any more progress. Messi. Hakimi. I wonder how PSG will react to that. Right tackle. Al-Boulaye. Back to Alois, who clears.
Saïd Abdelhamid with a great tackle, because there is no doubting the power and the threat that Achraf Hakimi brings down that right-hand side.
And Navas showing he's a good footballer as well as a goalkeeper. Marquinhos.
Both the big guns have scored.
Yep. And Ronaldo will certainly have a black eye tomorrow. He's got a big red bruise under that left eye of his.
Oh.
Mbappe, brilliantly done. Skips past two players. Mbappe cleared by El-Boulaye. Is that going to be a corner?
Who would be a right back in modern day football against Paris Saint-Germain or the French national team? He's scary. Full tilt, perfect control of the ball. Absolutely no chance there for Sultan Al-Ghanam, the Saudi Arabian international right back.
Yeah, it was a fascinating battle when he came up against Hakimi, wasn't it, when France played Morocco? Two very good friends. They're genuinely good friends off the pitch, and coming literally face to face in that World Cup game in Qatar. It's a great prospect, and France coming out winners that time. Ruiz, new signing, as is Renato Sanchez. Midfield for PSG. Soler in there as well. 3 new buys. We'll see some changes in the second half. Messi, 3 ahead of him. Renato Sanchez couldn't go off Neymar. Worked pretty well. That's a super pass through to Soler. The danger area, backed out by Al-Almri.
There's a good ball in again from the left-hand side. They're going to have to be very, very, very careful. Because when you've got Hakimi down one side and Juan Bernat, who's not quite as attacking as Nuno Mendes, but nevertheless still presents a threat. They are able to create such width.
Chat between Gustavo and Ramos, and what that's about.
Masters of the dark arts of football.
Abdulrahman Al Jassim just telling the players to control the football, a little bit less pushing and shoving. Messi's corner. Riyadh team win the ball up. Well, down. Al-Dosari. What's going to be the decision from Abdulrahman Al Jassim, I wonder? It's a red. Would you believe it? It's a red card in this exhibition game. Al-Dosari was through, and minutes after what you could say was a controversial penalty, Juan Bernat has got his marching orders, and PSG are down to 10.
Astonishing. He's only ever had one red card in his professional career, in his first season with Paris Saint-Germain. Now let's see. Well, Achraf Hakimi was climbing all over the back of his man as well, as you'll see. Look at this. Over the top of Martinez. Al-Dasawi's pace, and it's not a good tackle, but I don't know, is it really the sort of match you want to hand a red card out for that? Well, I mean, it's not a goal-scoring opportunity, but goodness me, if there was any doubt whether or not this is a friendly, I think it's been removed.
Maria, tá bom.
You can see that from the reaction of PSG players. Well, I think it's all about what you said. Was that a goal-scoring opportunity? It's a non-factual decision for Abdulrahman Al Jassim. That means he makes a decision. That's not a decision for VAR, and according to the Qatari ref, it's a red card for Juan Bernat. So Christophe Galtier, who we saw a few seconds ago,
Lionel Messi's watching it.
Yeah, well,
I think he's technically the last man, I suppose, but on the halfway line, that seems a bit of a stretch.
Salam Al-Dosari, who scored that wonderful goal in the World Cup, down, and poor Juan Bernat.
Can't believe it.
Can't believe. I don't think many people can believe there's a red card in an exhibition game, but this is a really competitive match. The question is, will Galtier take off Mbappe, Neymar, or Messi? He surely needs a left back. Marquinhos having a word, and the challenge again. Himself. Late challenge. Down goes Al-Dosari, and out came the red card. For the moment, no substitute. That will give some extra hope to Ronaldo, the Riyadh season team, and Galtier. Kind of 3-2. 2 up front, 3 in the middle. 4 minutes to hold out and then reshuffle the pack at half-time. Al-Dosari. Riyadh would love to nick one here and go in ahead. Ronaldo, it's a nice diagonal run. Turns. Abdul Hamid wants it back. It's through to the big man, Marega. Jang.
It's Fabian Ruiz who's slotted in at left back at the moment.
Renato Sanchez scrapping for that. And PSG will feel a little hard done by and want to score, even with 10. Neymar, Mbappe outside him. Here is Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe, corner.
Well, we've seen him do that so often in Liga and especially in the Champions League this season as well, where he's been right up there amongst the top scorers, turning back onto his right foot, either going to the far post or the near post. It doesn't matter to him. Would have been a great reply to that red card if he'd managed to score there, though.
Ruiz. Mbappe, 4 in the box. Marquinhos! It's 2-1! Would you believe it? Marquinhos up for the corner. Mbappe finds his captain. And Paris Saint-Germain have the lead in this very competitive match against Riyadh. It's Riyadh 1, PSG 2.
Well, the sort of goal that you would expect Mbappe to have popped in and turned up to put away. Lovely piece. Marquinhos, usually a player who scores with his head at set pieces, but they didn't really press. Allowed Mbappe to pick his spot into the box, and the other man going in there was actually the other centre-back, Sergio Ramos. So it would have been a centre-back either way.
Marquinhos has scored a couple in the league, and he would have enjoyed that. Slightly off the shins, but after what's happened in the opening 43-odd minutes... No, actually, I take that back.
I think that's a lovely little dink.
Actually, that was...
a lovely little dink from Marquinhos.
It was. My apologies. I thought it actually just come off the shin. It was actually a brilliant piece of improvisation. And Marcelo Gallardo, first look at the Argentine legend. Can't quite believe what's happened playing against 10. But if you've got 10 players of this quality, there's always danger. It's 2-1 Paris Saint-Germain. Fans are somewhat stunned. After that, you think, well, down to 10, PSG might defend in the closing seconds of the half.
Well, I think they'll be particularly annoyed because they could understand it if it was Neymar, Messi or Mbappe, but for Marquinhos to come forward and finish like that as much as anything else must be a bit hard to take.
He's scored some big goals over the years, including latter stages of Champions League, of course, and that was a lovely finish. Absolutely right there. He's just adjusted his foot to get it in. Marega, Al-Basari, scrapping for that. Risk there. Kabari wins that one. Luis Gustavo, Martinez, Ronaldo. Is she looking for a third in this first half? Messi, Mbappe still. Lionel Messi onto that left boot of his, and it's back to Kylian Mbappe. Good save from Al-Owais, and very nearly a third.
Well, Mohamed Al-Owais, he kept his side in the World Cup through the defeats against Poland and Mexico, gave every chance.
Mbappe. Neymar. The give and go, brilliantly done. Neymar skips past his man. Is that a penalty? No, says Abdul Rahman Al Jassim.
VAR is talking to him, though.
Certainly are. I think a rather nervous Al Boulay just wants to get on with this. Have a look at that one.
Yeah, Neymar there losing his trickery. Well, he's going down, I think. There is a handout, though. There's no doubt about that by Ali Al Boulay.
Sino's given, but the decision, I think, this time is play on. Neymar, the most fouled player against him, in other words, in Liga. Not the end of a foul there.
Good defending, actually, in the end here that stopped Messi shooting straight away, but really good off his line was Mohamed Al-Owais, and that cut down the angle for Mbappe to be able to go for. I thought he might actually try and chip the keeper from there.
VAR is going to have a look at that, and our referee Abdul Rahman Al Jassim will go to the monitor. Let's see what the Qatari ref makes of that foul. That's what VAR is there for. It's the angle to have a look at it. Was that a foul? Judge that for yourself.
Well, the thing is there a clear and obvious error made by the referee? There is contact. It's not very much. What's the referee going to decide? Is he going to stick with his decision or is he going to change it? Oof, it's going to change
Penalty.
it.
Neymar relieved, and Neymar will think he's justified the foul from Al Boulay, and PSG have a real chance to score a second goal with only 10 on the pitch.
Neymar or Mbappe to take this. Both have done so. Neymar earned the penalty. Neymar will take it.
Certainly will. Neymar against Al-Owais. Didn't actually take a penalty in that shootout for Brazil in the World Cup.
I think he was supposed to be the fifth taker, wasn't he?
Certainly was.
But Marquinhos missed his, and that ended it.
Neymar with a chance to get some clear blue water between PSG and the Riyadh season team. Saved. Tried to put Al-Owais the wrong way, and the Saudi keeper read it.
Well, it was the usual run-up. He stutters his run-up. He looks to see where the keeper is going to go, and Al-Owais just waited for it.
Well, to say this first half has been action-packed, not giving it the credit it deserves. Had a red card, had a missed penalties. 2-1 for PSG. Ronaldo into the box intelligently. Well, I thought he was going to go down there. Ronaldo. Hakimi up against him. First touch not quite the best, but it's going to be a free kick. Foul on Martinez.
Yeah, that was a bit fortunate for the home side because his first touch was heavy. He then tried to be clever, and Ronaldo Sanchez came in. Here's his classic run-up from Neymar, but Alois was waiting for it. It is not very often that you see Neymar fail to convert a penalty.
He's got that style that he's made his own, and as you say, I guess it almost always works. Not that time, and that's a bruise under Ronaldo's left eye is bigger and bigger.
Well, what was I saying earlier? Direct free kick, and Cristiano Ronaldo will be very, very keen to take this with a patented style.
Instinctive walk back. Ronaldo scored a penalty. Nervy looking PSG players in the wall. Referee just insisting that the players stay back. Ronaldo goes through that routine again. 4 steps back. Maybe a bit of a let-off for Riyadh. Penalty saved. This might be the last kick of the first half. Ronaldo into that wall. Second shot into the wall as well. Neymar. The first half we've had. Can't take your eyes off this one.
Nearly 5 minutes of time added on as well at the end of this first half.
Yeah, with that penalty, I think that's justified. Abdul Hamid. Dangerous cross. It's off the post from Ronaldo. Danger not over. Ronaldo scored again. Would you believe it? The ball cannoning off the post. And Ronaldo showing he's still got that goal-scoring touch. Incredibly, at the King Fahd Stadium, it's PSG 2, Riyadh 2.
Well, he kept his eye on the ball, didn't he? Basically, in that was not allowing your head to drop after disappointment from a first failed attempt. The free kick first, then the rebound. Ball stayed there. He stayed in a dangerous position. That's why he scored so many goals over the years. Looks onside to me. It's a magnificent header off the post, and he's sharp as anything to get onto that rebound. It's not an easy finish either when that comes in. He's got to point that back from where it's coming. And, well, they have got 11 men against 10 of Paris Saint-Germain, so it shouldn't be too surprising that they have scored something. It's a cracking game, Andreas. This is a great warm-up, I think. This is not a runabout for Paris Saint-Germain. This is a proper test.
But and Ronaldo wants to prove that he's still got that goal-scoring instinct. He scored 2 already today, and that is it for the first half at the King Fahd Stadium in Riyadh. It's PSG 2, the Riyadh season 2 at half-time. So we've had 45 explosive minutes, and Ronaldo, with that bruise rapidly developing under his left eye. Let's hope he's okay for the weekend, because he's going to play his first league match there. Scored a penalty, scored again. Messi scored, Marquinhos scored, and PSG missed a penalty.
Well, that's a half that had everything in it, isn't it? It really is. I mean, there was no gentle runabout. That's a proper game. Taken very seriously by everybody, including the referee, who sent off Juan Bernat towards the end of that half. And, well, hopefully the second half will bring us just as much incident and eventuality.
A bit of musical entertainment for these fans. 2-2, the half-time score. Remember, if it stays like this, we will have a penalty shootout, but it doesn't look like it's going to stay like this. There's more goals to come, surely, for this young man and the rest of the fans in the capital. Good to see the fans so excited by this. Ronaldo with his first match in the capital. This is a team of Al Hilal and Al Nassr players up against Paris Saint-Germain, who are down to 10 It's been a really